In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a new user or an employee / team member to your account. So when you first log into your account, we're going to click on the settings icon located on the lower bottom left of the screen. Then we're going to click on My Staff. And from here, we're going to click the blue Add Employee button located at the top right of the screen. So we have a ton of information that we can fill out, but I just want you to note that any information that you do not fill out, you can ask your employee or your team member to, once they sign into their account, they can complete all this information themselves. So if you want to keep it very simple, just put in their first name and last name and their email. You can put their phone if you want. You can even put a unique password if you want to put a unique password, but if you don't, it'll automatically populate one when the email is sent to them. But in this example, we'll just say password, and then we'll add some unique numbers to that. And then it shows that your password is a strong password. You can configure what calendar you want them to be associated with. You can enable a custom signature. Then you can even specify what permissions you want to grant to that specific team member or user. So if there's anything like you don't want them to have access to maybe appointments or calendars or the website section, you can toggle on and off whatever you do not want them to have access to. Then below user permissions, we have user roles. So most users on your team will just be considered a user. If you have someone on your team that you consider as another admin, you can add them on as an admin, but most people will just be a user. Then you can specify and configure call and voicemail settings for that unique team member. So if you want them to have their own phone number, you can link a phone number to their profile as well as their own unique voicemail recording. Below that, we can set the user availability. So if you only want to have their availability based on the hours that they are in the office or the hours that they work, you can configure that here. And then the very last toggle is the user calendar configuration. So let's say, for example, you have a business Google Calendar. You can set up that configuration in this area here. So once you're done, you're going to click Save. And then once you go back to the My Staff list, all of your team members will appear on this list here. So you can manage and update settings. You can come back and click on the edit icon. You can change their permissions. You can change their voicemail settings. Again, once they log into their account, they'll be able to set up and configure this within their account as well. But also, say for example, somebody no longer is on the team and you want to disable their access to the account. All you have to do is come back and click this little delete icon and then type in delete to confirm that you want to delete this user. We're going to click the confirm delete. Then we can go back to My Staff and you'll see that they're no longer inside of your account. So that is basically how you add a user or team member and also delete a user or team member within your account.